Hi students, welcome to Sankalp Study Success. I am Tirupati Rao. Today I am going to explain about group 15 elements part 2. So in this video we will discuss about preparation and properties of nitrogen and ammonia and also HNO3 nitric acid. So first of all we will discuss about dinitrogen N2. So N2 is said to be dinitrogen, N2 is said to be dinitrogen. So what is preparation? Okay, right. It is commercially prepared by fractional distillation of liquefaction air, liquid air. So what is the fractional distillation? Fractional distillation is based on the evaporation, separation of components based on boiling point. Based on boiling point. So here first of all that air is liquefied, okay, commercially by liquefaction and fractional distillation of air. Okay, first of all gas air can be liquefied and later that can be fractional distillation based on boiling point. We know that here the liquid nitrogen, what its boiling point? 77.2 Kelvin, and what is the boiling point of oxygen? 90 Kelvin. So which is first distills out first? Boiling point nitrogen. Why? Its boiling point is less when compared to oxygen. So its boiling point is 90. So which is distills out first? Nitrogen is distills out first. So later what is remaining? Oxygen. Right. So this is the commercial method. And next one, in laboratory. In laboratory, ammonium chloride can be treated with sodium nitrate. This is said to be sodium nitrate. Sodium nitrate. Okay, NO3 is said to be nitrate, NO2 is said to be nitrate. So the aqueous solution of ammonium chloride can be treated with aqueous solution of sodium nitrate, produce a nitrogen gas. So in this method, small amount of NO and HNO3 are impurities. In this method, what are which type of impurities are obtained? NO and HNO3. These are removed by passing the gas. These are removed by passing the gas with concentrated H2SO4, aqueous concentrated H2SO4 containing potassium dichromate, K2Cr2O7. So in this method, small amount of impurities are obtained. What are that? NO and HNO3. The small impurities of NO and HNO3 can be removed by passing of gas through concentrated H2SO4, aqueous concentrated H2SO4 containing potassium dichromate. Okay, right. Next one, this is the second method. And third method is decomposition of ammonium dichromate. Decomposition of ammonium dichromate. Ammonium dichromate. Decomposition of ammonium dichromate. Okay, we can take an ammonium dichromate, NH4 twice Cr2O7. This is the formula of ammonium dichromate, which on heated that can produce a nitrogen and chromic oxide and water molecule 2H2O. So like 4H2O here, 4H2O. Okay, this equation can be balanced, right? 2 nitrogen atoms, 8 hydrogen atoms, 7 oxygen, 3 plus 4, okay, 2 Cr atoms. So here nitrogen gas is released. So this is the decomposition of ammonium dichromate. This chromic oxide is a green color. This is green color. Chromic oxide having which color? Green color. Right. And fourth one is the pure nitrogen. In this method pure nitrogen is obtained. So from azides, from metal azides, okay. This is the, in this method pure nitrogen is obtained. Pure nitrogen is obtained. Okay, right. If we can take an barium azide or sodium azide, BaN3 twice, barium azide. So N3 minus is said to be nitride. This is said to be nitride. Okay, N3 minus is said to be azide. N3 minus is said to be azide. So if we can take an Ba2 plus, so what is the formula? BaN3 twice. BaN3 twice. This is the barium azide which can be heated. That will decompose to give a 3N2 nitrogen and barium. So this is the solid and nitrogen is a gas. In this method pure nitrogen is obtained. So similarly barium azide or sodium azide, NaN3. Okay, NaN3. So 3N2 and sodium metal, right. These are the preparation methods for dinitrogen. These are the preparation methods for dinitrogen. So in this method, which is the in these methods pure nitrogen is obtained by this method from metal azides like barium azide or sodium azide. So this is the metal. This is the metal that is deposited on the bottom of the bottle, and these are the gases, these are evaporated, right. So this is the pure method, and the remaining methods all are mixture of compounds are obtained, right. This is the, in this method pure nitrogen is obtained. Okay, next I am going to explain about properties of nitrogen, properties of dinitrogen. Right, physical properties of nitrogen. So it is a colorless, odorless, tasteless and a non-toxic gas. So దీనికి రంగు ఉండదు, రుచి ఉండదు, స్మెల్ ఉండదు, అలాగే విష స్వభావం అనేది ఉండదు, రైట్. ఓకే, ఇట్స్ టూ stable isotopes are nitrogen 14 and 15. We know that isotope, okay, both are having same both are having same atomic number but different in mass number. So this is the isotope. Okay, what are the two stable isotopes? N14 and N15. It is very less soluble in water. So nitrogen is very less soluble in water. So its freezing point is and boiling point is also very low. These are the physical properties. Now I am going to explain about chemical properties. Chemical properties of nitrogen. So nitrogen is chemically inert at ordinary conditions. It is, N2 is chemically inert at an ordinary conditions. Ordinary conditions means at room temperatures, right. Ordinary conditions. So ordinary condition, due to it is contained in triple bond and its bond dissociation energy is very high. Its bond dissociation energy is very high. How much? 941.4 kilojoule per mole. Kilojoule into mole inverse. So its bond dissociation energy is very high. How much? 941.4 kilojoule per mole. So its chemical reactivity is very less. So our air containing 78% of nitrogen. Large amount of nitrogen is present in air, but it is cannot react with any other substance due to its bond dissociation energy is very high. How much? 941.4 kilojoule per mole, right. So but it is react with some metals at high temperature. So first one, reaction with metals. Reaction with the metals. Reaction with metals. Right. So it is reacted with lithium. Lithium is the metal. So what happened? Lithium nitride is obtained. Lithium nitride. We know that lithium Li plus N carrying -3. What is the formula? Li3. Lithium nitride. Lithium nitride formula Li3N. So 6Li plus 6Li means, okay, right. This is the lithium nitride formula. Okay. Similarly, magnesium nitride. When magnesium can be treated with nitrogen at high temperature, okay, that can also forms a magnesium nitride. Mg2 plus nitrogen N3 minus. What is the formula? Mg3N2, magnesium nitride. So nitrogen can react with metals like lithium and magnesium at high temperature to form lithium nitride and magnesium nitride respectively. Okay, right. So these metal nitrides on hydrolysis, okay, these metal nitrides undergoes hydrolysis, that means boiling with water, that can forms a lithium hydroxide and ammonia, and similarly MgOH twice and ammonia. So these metal nitrides undergoes hydrolysis, that means that is boiled with water to form lithium hydroxide and magnesium hydroxide. So this is the reaction with metals. Now I am going to explain about reaction with non-metals. Reaction with non-metals. Reaction with non-metals. Reaction with non-metals. So these elements can react with the non-metals. Which type of compounds are obtained? Listen to me. Suppose nitrogen can react with hydrogen. Nitrogen can react with nitrogen to form ammonia, 2NH3. Ammonia is obtained. So this is okay. This preparation. This method of preparation is used in Haber process. So in Haber process, ammonia can be obtained from nitrogen and hydrogen. So what are the optimum conditions? So 725 to 775 Kelvin temperature and 200 atmosphere pressure. What is the catalyst? Iron by molybdenum. So this is the catalyst. So this hydrogen is a non-metal. So nitrogen can react with hydrogen to form ammonia. This is the Haber method. So this is the exothermic reaction. Okay. Here delta H is equal to minus 46.4 kilojoule per mole. Right. Now we can take another reaction like N2 plus O2 gives rise to 2NO. So nitric oxide in the presence of high temperature. So this is said to be, this can be happened in lightning. సో మనకి మెరుపులు వచ్చేటప్పుడు ఆ హై టెంపరేచర్కి ఆ అట్మాస్ఫియర్లో ఉన్న నైట్రోజన్ ఆక్సిజన్ అనేది రియాక్ట్ అయ్యి ఏం ఫామ్ అవుతుందంటే నైట్రిక్ ఆక్సైడ్ అనేది ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. దిస్ ఇస్ ద నైట్రిక్ ఆక్సైడ్, NOH30B నైట్రిక్ ఆక్సైడ్. సో ఇన్ దిస్ సిచ్యువేషన్ ఆ టైంలో మనకు రెయిన్ పడేటట్లుంటే ఆ H2O NOతో కంబైండ్ అయ్యి ఓకేనా మనకి నైట్రేట్స్ ఫామ్ అవుతాయి. నైట్రేట్స్ ఓకేనా రైట్. నైట్రేట్ ఒక నైట్రిక్ యాసిడ్స్ అండ్ నైట్రేట్స్ ఫామ్ అవుతాయి రైట్. This is the reaction with the non-metals. Okay, this can be happened in lightning, right? Lightning. Now, combination with some compounds. Combination with some compounds. Third one is combination with compounds. Combination with compounds. Right. So we can take an calcium carbide, CaC2. Calcium carbide can be treated with nitrogen. Okay, calcium carbide can be treated with nitrogen to form CaCN2 plus C. CaCN2 plus C. This is said to be calcium cyanamide. Calcium cyanamide. Calcium cyanamide. CaCN2 is said to be calcium cyanamide. This mixture is said to be nitroleum mixture. So it is used as a fertilizers, nitroleum mixture. Nitroleum mixture. Right. And also this is reacted with another compound like bauxite Al2O3 and carbon and also nitrogen to form aluminum nitride Aln plus 3CO. Okay, here aluminum nitride is obtained. Aluminum nitrate is obtained. So this is the combination with the compounds. Okay, if this aluminum nitrides again hydrolysis undergoes on boiling with water, right? Aluminum hydroxide and ammonia can be obtained. So if it is hydrolysis, that means on boiling with water, what happened? Calcium carbonate and ammonia is obtained. CaCO3 and ammonia is obtained. So this is the combination with the compounds. Next I am going to explain about uses of nitrogen. Right, next I am going to explain about uses of nitrogen. So it is used in the manufacture of ammonia and calcium cyanamide. Already observed this reaction in Haber process. Ammonia can be prepared from nitrogen and hydrogen. So and calcium cyanamide also, that can be written. Okay, right, that is over. So calcium carbide can be treated with nitrogen to form calcium cyanamide. Right. So it is used to create inert atmosphere. Okay, in iron and steel industry. So ఇది మనకి ఇనర్ట్ అట్మాస్ఫియర్ని క్రియేట్ చేస్తుంది అక్కడ ఐరన్ అండ్ స్టీల్ ఇండస్ట్రీలో. ఎందుకంటే దేంతో రియాక్ట్ అవ్వదు, ఎందుకు హై టెంపరేచర్ ఇట్స్ బాండ్ డిసోసియేషన్ ఎనర్జీ 941.4 kJ/mol. If it is oxygen, that is highly reactive when compared to nitrogen. Okay, due to high bond dissociation energy, it cannot react with any metal, any materials in industries like steel and iron. Due to its bond dissociation energy is very high, so it can create a inert atmosphere. Liquid nitrogen is used as refrigerant to preserve biological materials, food items and cryosurgery. So liquid nitrogen that can create a less temperature, that means that can be used as cryosurgery. Right, these are the uses of dinitrogen. Now I am going to explain about nitrogen is over and nitrogen compounds. Okay, nitrogen compounds mainly hydrates of nitrogen. Hydrates of nitrogen. So hydrates of nitrogen right, what are that nitrogen hydrates? So NH3 ammonia, this is the hydrate of nitrogen, ammonia. and NH2, NH2, that is hydrogen. This is also hydrate of nitrogen, and also hydrozoic acid, N3H, hydrozoic acid. These three are hydrates of nitrogen. So what are that? Ammonia, hydrogen and hydrozoic acid. So in these three hydrates, so ammonia is very important. So first of all, we will discuss about ammonia. Now I am going to explain about preparation of ammonia. So first one is from urea. So what is the formula of urea? Both sides of C double bond attached with NH2, that is said to be urea. Undergoes hydrolysis, that can produce a ammonium carbonate. What its name? NH4 twice CO3 is said to be ammonium carbonate, which is decomposed to give a ammonia, right, remaining byproducts. So this is the first method from urea. So this is the formula of urea, which is undergoes hydrolysis, that can produce a ammonium carbonate, which is decomposed to give a ammonia, right. And from ammonium salts, okay, these ammonium salts can be treated with some bases to form a ammonia. So what are the ammonium salts? Like ammonium chloride can be treated with calcium hydroxide to form a CaCl2 and H2O plus ammonia. This is the ammonia. And similarly, ammonium sulfate can also treated with sodium hydroxide to form ammonia. This is the another method. And another method also, ammonium chloride can be treated with litharge. PbO is said to be litharge. Lead oxide is said to be litharge, right. To produce, okay, two molecules can be taken, ammonia, NH3 and PbCl2, and also water can be produced. This is the another method. And also on hydrolysis of aluminum nitride and magnesium nitride, this can also produce ammonia. This can, okay, hydrolysis, this can also produce ammonia. These are the preparation methods of ammonia, right. Next I am going to explain about on large scale of preparation of ammonia in Haber process. In this method, a large amount of ammonia can be prepared. Okay, that is the Haber process. So in this Haber process, which gas are used? Nitrogen, and that can be reacted with hydrogen, okay, to form a ammonia. So here the reaction, N2 plus 3H2 reversible arrow to 2NH3, right. Okay, it is the exothermic reaction. Here how much amount of heat is released? Minus 46.1 kilojoule per mole, or 22.4 kilocalories per mole. We know that 1 calorie is equal to 4.18 joules. So this is the Haber process method. In this method, what are the optimum conditions? According to Le Chatelier principle, this is the exothermic reaction. For exothermic reaction, right. For exothermic reaction, low temperature is favorable, right. So, and large scale of large amount of ammonia, for production of large amount of ammonia, here forward reaction is favorable. For forward reaction, high pressure is also required. So what are the optimum conditions? According to Le Chatelier principle, what are the optimum conditions? Okay, your temperature is 725 to 775 Kelvin or approximately 700 Kelvin. Okay, here the catalyst is iron by molybdenum, and pressure is 200 atmosphere pressure, and it is also written as 20 megapascal. Okay, what is the another unit of pressure? Pascal. Mega means 10 to the power of 6, 20 into 10 to the power of 6 pascal. So we know that 1 atm is equal to 10 to the power of 5 pascal. 1 atm is equal to 10 to the power of 5 pascal. So 20 megapascal or 200 atmosphere, both are same. Okay, right. And these are the optimum conditions. The pressure and temperature. Here the catalyst is iron by molybdenum. So this in the earlier days, iron by molybdenum is used. Here iron acts as a catalyst and molybdenum acts as a promoter. But nowadays, so this is the flow chart of ammonia. This is the flow chart of ammonia. So here N2 gas can be passed. Nitrogen and nitrogen gas can be passed through these pipes. So this is the compressor. This is the compressor. So how much? 20 megapascal. Here this gas passed through this and this. So here catalyst is used. Catalyst is used. So nowadays iron oxide is used as catalyst. Iron oxide is used as catalyst, and added small amount of K2O and Al2O3. Small amount of K2O and Al2O3 is added. So this is the catalyst. Nowadays which catalyst is used? Iron oxide, and adding small amount of K2O and Al2O3. Here okay, in this compression, that nitrogen and hydrogen molecules are collided with each other, bombarded with each other. Okay, and this can be reacted, and later this can be passing through the catalyst. The chemical reaction can take place. What is obtained? Ammonia is obtained. NH3 is obtained. Ammonia, and some unreacted nitrogen and hydrogen are also present. This can be passed through this pipe, and later it is passed through the turning pipe. Right. Okay, when this okay, ఇక్కడ మనము టర్నింగ్ పైప్ని యూజ్ చేస్తాం. ఇక్కడ ఎందుకు యూజ్ చేస్తామంటే టర్నింగ్ పైప్ని, so this NH3 gas or these NH3 gas molecules are collided with walls of the container, that can loses its energy. When this ammonia gas molecules can loses its energy, finally that are falling in the one by one molecule, finally that will convert it to liquid. Okay, right. Okay, when unreacted nitrogen and hydrogen again passes through compressor, so this is the unreacted N2 plus H2, again that is passed through compressor, and later it is passed through catalyst. Okay, finally we can produce a large amount of ammonia, right. This is the flow chart of preparation of ammonia in Haber process. Okay, now physical properties. It is a colorless gas with the pungent odor, and its freezing point is 198.4 Kelvin, and its boiling point is 239.7 Kelvin. So its boiling point is very high. Its boiling point and freezing point is very high due to it can forms a hydrogen bond, intermolecular hydrogen bond, intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So these ammonia molecules are associated, NH3 molecules are associated due to hydrogen bonding. So its boiling point is very high, associated. So high amount of energy is required to breaking that hydrogen bond. So its boiling point is very high. It can be easily liquefied due to high critical temperature. Okay, we know that it can be easily liquefied due to which is having more critical temperature, that gas can be easily liquefied, right? Which is having less critical temperature, that gas cannot be easily liquefied. We know that, right? These are the physical properties. Now I am going to explain about chemical properties. Chemical properties. So ammonia, okay, in ammonia, okay, generally ammonia undergoes sp3 hybridization. Okay, in ammonia the nitrogen undergoes sp3 hybridization. According to sp3, its structure is tetrahedral, but its structure is a pyramidal due to it containing 3 bond pairs and 1 lone pair. Okay, so this is the pyramidal structure, According to sp3 hybridization, its bond angle is 109 degrees 28 minutes, but that bond angle is also deviated due to high repulsive force present between lone pair and bond pair, lone pair to bond pair. So this bond angle is reduced, okay, due to repulsive force between a lone pair and bond pair. Its bond angle is 107 degrees. So that can be reduced from 109 degrees 28 minutes to 107 degrees. Okay, next, its chemical properties. Right, due to presence of lone pair, it is acting as a Lewis base. So Lewis base, when it is treated with acids like H+, so to form ammonia. So that means here this is acting as a Lewis base, and it is highly soluble in water. Ammonia is highly soluble in water. It is highly soluble in water. NH3 gives rise to H2O to form NH4 plus OH minus. NH4 plus OH minus. This is ammonium and hydroxide ion. Ammonium hydroxide is a weak base. So it is highly soluble in water to form a basic nature of solution. What its formula? Ammonium hydroxide. Right, aqueous solution of ammonia having weak basic nature. Next, it is reacted with okay, right, ammonia can be treated with some oxidizing agents or some salts, okay, like FeCl3 can be treated with ammonium hydroxide solution to form Fe2O3 XH2O. So this is the brown precipitate, and also ammonium chloride is obtained. Ammonium chloride is obtained. Okay, this aqueous ammonium hydroxide solution can be treated with ferric chloride to form ferric oxide, that is the brown precipitate. Okay, this is the rusting of iron also, and to form NH4Cl. Similarly, it is also some salts, reaction with the salts, right? Zinc sulfate can be treated with ammonium hydroxide, aqueous. So this is the treating with the ammonia. So which aqueous ammonia is a ammonium hydroxide, right? So to form zinc oxide, ZnOH twice plus ammonium sulfate, NH4 twice SO4. So this can be, right, this. Okay, right, ammonium sulfate and zinc hydroxide is obtained. This is white PPT, white precipitate. So ammonia can reacted with some salts to form some colored precipitate like brown precipitate and white PPT. It can also reacted with some okay, it can also form some complex formation. Complex formation Ammonia can be treated with copper metal, so Cu2 plus. So here 4NH3 can be taken. So here nitrogen having lone pair. We know that nitrogen having a lone pair on nitrogen atom. This is act as a Lewis base. That means ligand. Here the metal having a empty d orbital. This metal having empty d orbital. When the lone pair of ammonia can donate to empty d orbital of this metal ion to form a complex compound. So here in the complex compound, coordinate covalent bond is present between metal and that ligand, right? So here which type of complex compound is obtained? CuNH3 2 plus. So this is the complex compound. Square bracket compound is a complex compound, right? It is the blue colored complex compound. So based on this colored complex compound, its metals can be easily identified by using ammonia. Okay, based on colored complex compound, we can easily identify the metal by using ammonia. This is the blue colored complex. Similarly, so this is also Tollens reagent. This is the Tollens reagent. Okay, ammonical silver nitrate is said to be Tollens reagent. Okay, right. If it is treated with we know that AgCl, that can be ionized to Ag plus and Cl minus. So this is the white PPT. It cannot soluble in water. It is insoluble in water. AgCl. When it is treated with AgCl or Ag plus to form complex compound, white PPT, AgNH3 twice plus. So this is the white aqueous solution. It is soluble in water. But AgCl is a precipitate that is insoluble in water. When it is treated with ammonia, that can form a complex compound. It is soluble in water, right? And some more chemical reactions. Ammonia acts as a reducing reagent. ammonia is oxidized, right? Ammonia is oxidized like CuO. Okay, here nitrogen gas is evolved, H2O is obtained, so in this reaction, okay, right, this reaction can be balanced, 6 hydrogens, that means 3H2O. 3H2O means 3CuO, here 3Cu, right? Okay, here this is the act as a oxidizing reagent, right? It is act as a reducing reagent, right? Okay, similarly some more reactions, similarly PbO also, okay, it's PbO, CuO or PbO, right? When it is treated with chlorine, ammonia can be treated with reaction with chlorine. So ammonia can be treated with chlorine to form here, which can be excess. Okay, ammonia can be excess. What happened? Nitrogen plus ammonium chloride is obtained. Okay, if you can take an excess of chlorine, so what is obtained? Okay, NCl3 and SCl is obtained. NCl3 and SCl is obtained. So nitrogen trichloride. So this is the reactions with the chlorine. Okay, now, and it is also oxidized with some oxidizing reagent like ammonia can be treated with sodium hypochlorite, NaClO. It is oxidized. Okay, that will gives nitrogen and NaCl and also water. Okay, this is the sodium hypochlorite. So this is the oxidizing hypochlorite. So this is act as a oxidizing reagent. Okay, here oxidizing reagent, here hydrogen can be removed. Okay, hydrogen can be removed with water, with oxygen, right, to form a water. And similarly, we can take in bleaching powder, action with bleaching powder. Ammonia can be treated with bleaching powder. So bleaching powder. So NH3 can be treated with bleaching powder. What is the formula of bleaching powder? CaOCl2. So it is also act as a oxidizing reagent. So here what is obtained? N2, nitrogen is obtained plus CaCl2 plus H2O. Right. In these cases, ammonia act as a NH3 act as a reducing reagent. Okay, these are the chemical reactions of ammonia. Now I am going to explain about you uses of ammonia. Right, its uses: it is used to produce nitrogenous fertilizers like urea. What is the formula of urea? Both sides of C double bond O attached with NH2, that is said to be urea. And ammonium nitrate and ammonium phosphate and ammonium sulfate. So all these can be produced from ammonia, and it is used to manufacture of HNO3 in Ostwald process. So that we'll discuss later. So okay, it is used to manufacture of HNO3 in Ostwald process. So liquid ammonia is used as refrigerant, right? And liquid nitrogen is okay. Ammonia is also used as inorganic solvent. Ammonia is also used as inorganic solvent. It is also used as inorganic solvent. Okay, thank you. I hope to clear this everyone. Please subscribe our channel.